This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Good morning, everybody. It is your old pal Rob, and why am I coming to you so early this morning? Well, guess what? Today is a huge sale from our good friends at Miniature Market, and I do mean huge. There are some fantastic deals, well over 150 games on sale with up to 70% off. Now, why am I telling you this? Because I got to see the list, and oh my god, there's some incredible games at incredible discounts. Instead of doing the normal thing like I normally do, where I read off the entire list to you, when you can just go to Miniature Market and get the list and see for yourself, I've decided to pick out 5 different games that I thought were fantastic deals because they're up over 50 to 70% off. And these 5 games are different in each and every way. So we're going to take a little brief overview. I'm not going to go over the rules. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the game, why I think you should get it. And I've picked something from that has interested me, not only from a miniature aspect, but from work replacement games to fun family games and things that I thought were tremendous deals that I think you would be really excited to see. Go check out the rest of this video, and we're going to break down the 5 games. But head over to Miniature Market this afternoon. The list will be available and you will be off and running. And you can see all the other fantastic deals that they have. But these 5 are the 5 that stood out for me. So let's start off with a game that you wouldn't expect that I would love, but I consider the Twilight Imperium of Euro games, and that's the Colonist. Let's go check it out. Okay, the Colonist, which is on sale today. A fantastic and wonderful game at a ridiculous price right now. You're going to be playing this game over 4 eras. And what you're going to be trying to do is, during each era, there are going to be a number of years. There's going to be areas here in which you're going to try to gain resources. And as you gain resources, you're going to be building areas for your colonists and trying to attract more colonists into this area. Now, as you build this, you're going to have to build jobs for them. And you're going to have to do that by being able to build certain places. You're going to need resources. So over the years, you're going to have to quickly kind of try to build this up to attract as many as you possibly can. This game is probably what I consider the Twilight Imperium of Euro games. It is just so much to it, and it's just a fantastic experience. The nice thing about it is it starts you off nice and easy with an introductory game. So if you're a little intimidated by this game, don't be. It's beautifully explained. I believe you can download also a solo variant for this. And then, of course, the epic strategy game, which, hey, you're going to take an entire day to play with a couple of friends and just enjoy this. This is a fantastic, wonderful experience, and it's on sale now at Miniature Market. Now we're going to be talking about a fantastic card game from Cool Mini or Not, God of War, the card game. If you are a fan of the video game, you're going to absolutely love this because it's very thematic. Not to go into too much, but basically you're going to start off with your travel, and then you're going to have a board. There's a ton of different boards that you're going to be using, and I haven't even pulled them all out, as well as a ton of different types of characters. What you're going to be doing is you're going to have a deck of cards. You're going to draw a certain amount of cards, and they're going to give you an ability, such as this here. You can use this or add a +1 to another attack, whether it's range or whatever. So essentially, you can actually use this and use this to beef up to Fight whatever you're going to be fighting on this board. You're going to have certain objectives, and you're going to try to work your way through and pick one each. Every time you defeat something, you're going to end up with a hindrance. And that's going to stop you from going and completing other things. Then you're going to pick another area. Maybe it's going to tell you that you're going to have to defeat something on this board specifically. And then finally, you will pick another one and then face the boss, and that is the main objective, and then you move on to the next part of the story. You're going to accumulate things. You're going to have dice rolling, which is going to be rolled for the enemy to see how much defense that they're going to have. So maybe your well-laid plan doesn't go through, because on this dice you can have up to 5 shield, which would block 5 damage that you think you would be okay. It's planning, strategy, and trying to take things out and survive. And surviving's the hardest part of this fantastic game. It comes with standees, which you are going to use, of course, to have someone that's in the front and the back, and determine where you are going to fight. When they get to go, as you can see, there are some arrows here. If you have Kratos here, he would take a hit, and then anyone next to it would take a hit. On this side, they would attack all 3 of these different spaces. There's also range attacks that are going to be coming to knock you out. A really great and fantastic game that is very thematic, a lot of fun, a lot of strategy to it, and a lot of variability that goes into it. There's a lot going on. You could play it solo, or you can play it with up to 4 players. But all in all, a great game on sale today at Miniature Market. Next, we're going to look at heavy hitters, giant killer robots. Now, this is on sale, and it is more than 50% off the retail, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is a great game. First of all, the figures are absolutely gorgeous on it. These are some of the robots that you're going to be playing with and controlling, and as well as some of the support vehicles that they're going to have. You can always paint these. I know I painted a copy, and I actually sent it to Rodney Smith. But this one we haven't painted yet. But you can paint these smaller figures. But as you can see, the bigger figures are absolutely beautiful. So what happens here? What goes on? What makes this so unique? Well, you're going to have a ton of these buildings throughout. And then you're going to be taking your robots and controlling your robots and moving them through a deck of cards. You're going to have a player board where you're going to be attributing a whole bunch of energy. And as you use and spend energy, you're going to be able to do certain things with your systems. It's going to give you certain types of cards that you're going to be able to play down. Over here, you're going to have your initiative, and you are going to battle it out. Whether you have certain objectives of destroying certain amount of buildings, and there's a lot of buildings that come with this. You're going to have unlockable traits that are going to help you. There's dice chucking, which you can never go wrong. A ton of just fantastic stuff. Characters that are going to help you along. Tons and tons of different cards and stats and everything that just make this such a unique and just a fantastic. Open up a box and play a miniature game and just have a blast. Easy to learn rules. I highly suggest it. It's on sale right now at Miniature Market. So, the first 3 that you saw already, all right, the Colonist, a phenomenal, fantastic game. And when you see this price, it is ridiculous. You're not going to find this anywhere else as low. And it's a great, great game. God of War. God of War is a great card game. And, you know, these games all have something, you can solo them, and they're very enjoyable, especially nowadays with things being the way they are. I really think that these are fantastic games. So you have God of War, and then giant killer robots. I mean, how can you pass that one up at that price? Absolutely, and I haven't told you the price, but it is well over 50% off retail, which is just ridiculous. And a great game, beautiful components. We've got 2 more games let's go check them out right now. Next is a game that I think is really, really underrated, and you can get at, again, a ridiculous price during this sale. Space Gate Odyssey. A tremendous, beautiful game. The artwork, tremendous. The rulebook, done very, very, very well. And as you can see, there's a lot of things to assemble and beautiful, absolutely gorgeous components. Now, I didn't assemble everything because we tried to make this quick. But you're going to be trying to get water, wildlife, energy, and colonize and basically get as much as you can from these planets and form the best colony using your space gates. Absolutely beautiful, again, components. At the end of the game, the person who has the best colony, most points, is obviously going to win. Just absolutely top notch as far as components all the way around. Beautiful meeples, and just an absolute gorgeous, underrated game. I really suggest you check this out, especially if you're somebody that really enjoys a sci-fi feel. And this game really does grasp it by using work replacement and resource management, and with a fantastic science fiction theme, using space gates and how you manipulate them. Tremendous, tremendous game. Be sure to check it out and pick it up during the sale at Miniature Market. Another great game on sale in this fantastic sale is Beyond Baker Street, a Z-Man game, a game from Z-Man. This is a tremendous, tremendous game. If you're a fan of Sherlock Holmes, you're really going to enjoy this. You're going to be cooperatively trying to beat Sherlock Holmes himself. Whoever solves the case first is going to win. And there's certain little nuances that are going to cause this to go down. If it ever reaches 0, well, you're going to lose because Holmes has solved the case before you. You're going to have a bunch of different leads and stuff like that that are going to help you along the way. You all win, and if you score exactly 20 on the investigation track. So if you're able to attribute enough points to get to 20 on the investigation track and confirm the suspect, motive, and opportunity before the game ends in your defeat, of course. You lose, of course, as I said, with the marker reaching 0, or the investigation track ever exceeds 20. You can't go over 20. Or the last card in the lead is discard into the impossible. That will cause you to lose. The way this works, you're going to be using these cards. You're going to have a certain number of cards that you're going to have from your hand, but these numbers are going to move this track up. And as you confirm and figure leads out, you're going to, again, this is going to cause this to move up and down. It's an interesting, fun game that can play from 2 to 4 players and is extremely enjoyable as you work together to try to beat Sherlock Holmes at his own game, pretty much. Beyond Baker Street, on sale now at our good friends at Miniature Market. Well, there you have it, everybody. Space Gate Odyssey, a tremendous work replacement science fiction feel to it. Beautiful. An absolutely gorgeous game with gorgeous components. I wish I put everything together for you, but time was not permitting. And then finally, a great little game, a lot of game in a little box, and that's Beyond Baker Street. A fantastic game. If you are someone that likes to solve mysteries, you have to beat Sherlock Holmes. Can you do it? I doubt anybody can, but this game is just so much fun and so enjoyable, and the art is beautiful, the gameplay is smooth. It's just a nice little game to put on the table and forget about all the worries of the day. So there you have it. This fantastic sale starts today. Go check out all the other, there's a ton of other stuff. I only picked out 5 that I really thought were fantastic. But I knew there were a lot more. And picking the 5 was hard enough. But the only way you can find that out is go to the website, download the sale, check it out, and hey, buy away, because right now these are fantastic prices, and you get your hands on them while you can, because once they're gone, folks. They're gone. And these are all fantastic games. So check them out. So for me, your old pal Rob, and all the wonderful and fantastic guys and gals from Miniature Market, enjoy the sale. And until next time, we'll see you soon.
Game, and you could get this from Miniature Market, right, Grandpa?
You can get this from Miniature Market. That's right.
Yeah, everything you need. Bye.